About dance battle. We gotta have a dance party. Score Bunny with the dance battle. I used to have Aang, but that gift went away somewhere. Yeah, we got Steve from Blue's Clues. We got Carlton. We got that gem. We got Mega Man. We got, I think that's the give it, like, shake it, give me your booty, treat me like a pirate guy, and then Squidward, you know? That's how the club is sometimes when you're in the right neighborhood. Sometimes the club just be good, you know? And don't forget, we always got Captain Toad. Score Bunny, thank you so much for redeeming that dance party. Now we're gonna kick over to BZZZT. Alright, let me get a few things launched here real quick so we're ready to go for this. Oh, I thought I fixed that. I guess not. Alright, all this is BZZZT. This is the game that I'll be speedrunning for games done quick. I'm super stoked for it, and I do want to show off one on stream of me going for it. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna try a quick PB. So current PB for me is 2050. 2050 is our current time to beat. Let me turn the game up a bit. That was really loud. Sorry for that. If that scared any of you, it kind of scared me. Should be good. All right. And our controller. Somewhere around here. Oh. I put Toad on top of him. Alright, let's make sure everything's good to go. Let's get our capture input good to go. USB stopped working, that's weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Audio got excited. Does this often. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. We're good. Alright, there we go. Just had to change USB ports. I wonder why the other one stopped working. Very strange. Alright. I think we're good to go. Close the window. Try and keep the sound, and it's just street lights out there now, so it's not helping us much. We'll have to adjust the screen one last time. This is the problem with streaming through Sunset. Alright, so let's get a chroma key. Let's select a new color on the screen real quick. Actually, it might be easier with this off, to be honest.
Hello, it's funny.
Let's find out.
I can hear my voice. I'm happy. I like dancing. Indeed, I have no choice. My chip is ticking down. Just hold me through.
This is the downside of... Might be alright. Yeah, I'm disappearing a little bit. That's the downside. It doesn't... The color's too similar. You know what I mean? Am I a ghost again? Okay, that's not too bad. Alright. I'll hate it. I'm here. Alright. Hello and welcome to this is a indie game that came out earlier this year. Or actually late last year. About a year ago, last week I think. It is available on Switch and Steam. And we're going to be doing an any % run at normal difficulty. The game has 4 different difficulties. These 3 are mostly the same. Like the platform, everything about it is the same. Normal, you can only die once per level. Insane, you can only die 7 times in the whole game. And easy, you can get hit 3 times per level. And very easy, you can get hit up to 5 times, and there's less hazards and stuff. So for GDQ, we're going to be running a normal run, which is basically the same as an insane run, except that we don't have the risk of my entire save file being deleted if I die 7 times. With that being said, we have my timer up above me with my controller inputs. You guys can kind of see I will be doing some stuff with the joysticks, but most of it's going to be here and then the buttons pushing. But without further ado, let's see how this... Oh, actually, hold on. I need to restart. I'm trying to play on OBS, which is going to give me stream delay instead of actually on the game. So whoops. That would have been wild. And then, yeah, so this will take about 20 minutes. I'll try and do some of the regular commentary. And then we'll find somebody to raid over to. It's pretty exciting, actually. I don't know how many people have seen this game. I've been putting it on YouTube now for like, I don't know, a month or 2 now. It reminds me, it is like, so KO, who developed this game, developed as a, like, his ode or his, like, love letter to the 80s of video games, right? So there's like early NES and those arcade games. So we'll see stuff that's kind of like Gradius and Galaga and Brick Breaker. And then overall, I really do think there are times where this like really reminds me of Celeste and times that really reminds me of Mega Man. People kind of have different descriptors of it. I forget, somebody said a different one recently. And I was like, huh, that's an interesting comparison. But it's a pretty basic platformer. Right, as we start right now, the only things that we can do are jump. We have no double jump, no dash, anything like that. Because we'll actually get those abilities later. That was really close. I just realized I haven't had my live split like fully extend where I can like see most of the levels. I don't know what that says, where it says key day. It was supposed to just be key, I think. This is our first upgrade. It's going to be a double jump, so we're going to be doing our little double jump things here, which is pretty cool. But it's not the coolest or the best upgrade. We're going to get that later, especially for a speed run. But what we're doing is, so any % means that we just have to get through all 52 basic levels. There are bonus levels now. There's like almost 52 of those as well. So KO literally doubled the length of this game all in the course of one upgrade, which is absolutely wild. And then also provided updates to all the previous levels to make them a little bit easier, make them a little more sense, and things like that. Yeah, we're a little robot. We're basically an overglorified AI toaster. This is Mini Godzilla. This is T790. This is Marvin B. And that's Invisible Bob, who was clearly there. I did lose some time there, but it's worth showing off, and it's kind of the goal and plan to do during GDQ as well. You know, have a little fun, show off the game a bit. There's so much time to be saved later on. If I get a PB in those 7 seconds I just spent showing off this game a little bit is what was the difference of it, it doesn't matter anyways. I gotta shave like my current like my first step goal is 2020. So 2050 to 2020, so a 30-second time save somewhere. It's going to be really made from not dying. But my overall goal is to get, like, I would like to be highly competitive for world record. So our next goal would be shaving a minute and a half off from our current PB, or a minute from our next like goal, which is going to be 1920, you know. Current world record's 1917. I think really our goal is to get to 2020, then sub 20, and then get down to like 1920. Those are like our incremental goals I'm going for. Ideally, I should just be like, screw it, we're gonna go for the end. This is our first boss. All the like levels you'll notice, like we've been in like the main factory in the beginning where we're like getting tested, and then we're gonna be moving to like a newer background after this. So they're all interrupted with like a pretty blaring difference. So right, this is like very different than the rest of the battles, where it's like we're no longer like running through, we're battling this guy. And I really like these boss battles because for those of you who like talk about level design, right? One of the things that like really pissed me off with Metroid Dread was that they like gave you this new ability that was only useful in boss fights. You couldn't use it at any other time. You never got to practice it. So the boss fights, it was like two different games were built all of a sudden. These boss fights were completely different. And you see this a lot in like Mario Maker levels with beginner creators, where they like not know how to end anything. You know, like when people give speeches who don't know how to do speeches in school, and they end their speech with like, yeah, anyways, that was it. Thanks, bye, or something. Or they end it with like, yeah. That's what throwing a boss that has nothing to do with the rest of your level feels like. It's like you didn't know how to end, so you're just like, yeah. Oh my god, I took a safety stop, and then I think he ended up killing me. You know what I mean? It's like, you should have something that makes sense with your level. So like throwing if you had a level where I had to go through the whole level without a power-up, and then all of a sudden you're feeding me power-ups to battle Bowser as a Fire Mario, like, does that make any sense? Like, have I learned that? Is this applicable to it? And it's like, the answer is no, right? Like, I should be getting through this level using something you've taught me throughout, right? So it's really cool that these boss fights, right, all, like, I had to beat that boss fight using double jump, right? Like, that's the ability I just earned. So that's like a really good description of like what good level design when it comes to like final bosses are, right? Our little robot's name is ZX. He's got some model number, not 100% sure what it is. But yeah, we just go by ZX. Be cute. We are like the first successful like full robot AI, and then we have like competitors who are like trying to steal like that design from us. Nice, I got the cycle skip there. This is gonna be a huge time save actually, like 2 seconds or something. Yeah, 2.3. So that's awesome, and it was a best segment. That one, there's a way to save like 2-3 seconds on it. I haven't figured out. But that was the fastest we've done that level yet, so. And look, see, I took that gap back there. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. To talk, and we were already back on PB pace, and then I missed that one jump and then panicked. But that's fine. That's a new shortcut that I don't actually know how much time it saves, if any. It just feels cool to hit. I have a few of those, honestly. That's like, this saves half a second. But you know what? We go for it. This is what's been happening on my runs a lot, where it's like I go from PB pace to not PB pace to PB pace, where it's it should keep you on the edge of your edge of your seat the entire time, because who knows? If I had to work on one thing in my runs, it would be consistency. Because it's literally like, I'll have a level that I'll kill and then go back and just like, this is one of like the auto scrollers. This is the one I was telling you about. That's like Gradius or like Galaga. But yeah, it's like I'll have a level that like I won't have a death on for a long time, and then I'll do it, and then all of a sudden I have a death. This is one of the levels though that there's like no making it up for. It's a 50 to 55 second level no matter what. I think like world record right now is like technically like 49 seconds. Because you have to get a perfect by collecting, or a flawless by collecting all these bolts, and then as soon as you collect all the bolts, the level ends. So it's like, at best, you know, like this is gonna be pretty good, probably close to like 51. Oh, never mind, I went back. That one didn't catch up with me, but you know, apparently that was fast enough. Or did this do the dumb thing? Oh no, this is my old layout. Crap. This is the layout that I didn't fix. Uh-oh. I was back a cycle there because I was fixing the live split. Alright, not great. I accidentally have 2 auto splitters going right now, which causes it to split at weird times. Fix the layout. So the live splitter on the right, it's saved as a layout, right? So it has, like, it knows what levels are, things like that. So like the way, I have 2 different layouts. I have one that has like the background that we're showing right now. Wow, that was a weird death. I don't think I've done that one. That has that, and then I have one that is like ready for green screening. Wow, wow, holy cow! I like hit all the good stuff twice, and then wow. And so part of the layout with it is like all the extra settings and goodness with it. And so for this one, I have an auto splitter saved in like the background of it, and instead of the front. And so because of that, it ends up dual splitting. I can't believe I just died on that level that many times. I died in a way that I've never died before, so you know, that's interesting or unfortunate. All right, we got the good strat here. And we're back on PB pace, just like that. So when I updated, I realized that was what was wrong with this layout. So this one has that other auto splitter in it. So when I was doing YouTube stuff, I was using a green screen layout for the splits above me. So like the split layout shows like, hey, do you have icons set? When do you split? How many are you showing at a time? Things like that, right? That's a new strat I've been trying out, and that was not good. All right, we're not going to try that strat. I'm not doing that strat during GDQ. Unfortunate. And we're behind PB pace again. If that makes sense. Because you have splits, then you have like how the actual splitter is laid out. Alright, this one has a pretty big skip that requires me. Hello. Wow. Okay, that was really unfortunate. Any time loss that happened here is because I ran and had to reconnect my router again. I don't know what's going on. It was right at the 5-hour mark, so I think that's interesting. So I'm curious if there's like some... Alright, it says reconnection successful. Alright, are we back? Very unfortunate. So I'm curious if there's some sort of limiter or something that's going on that I don't know about. Yeah, my computer just ate that jump, actually. This is very unfortunate right now. But we just pushed through technical difficulties, right? I think like if this happens during GDQ, it's like I'll pause and then have them like pause the timer on their end, and then once we get back, we'll be back up, you know? This is free practice for if things go wrong, you know what I mean? This is why we do things like this, you know? We gotta prep ourselves mentally and physically. Alright. we're at the last bit. So what's happened now is that, so what happened in the beginning, right? We were getting tested, so that's like the first bit. And then Bad Bert ends up raiding the lab, and he wants the power, right? He wants the specs and everything for how they built ZX successfully. And so he like ends up stealing that, and then that's like one of the hardest shortcuts in this whole run. And I did die the first time getting it, but this one, it saves like 8 seconds. So sometimes it is worth, like if you get it the second time, you'll still save 4 seconds, like, or I guess like that's at 6 seconds, right? Wow. But he ends up like successfully breaking into it, successfully stealing it, and he makes another version of ZX to take over the world. But the problem with ZX is that he has empathy, and so what Bad Bert has installed for himself for some unlike spoken reason, or like unknown to the audience, is that he has installed empathy blockers himself, and that's like where this idea comes from. So then the bad tarantula, or space tarantula, he ends up crashing into the wall. His empathy blockers break, and then he's like, oh no, what have I done? By that point, the robot has taken a mech suit and has had the empathy blockers installed. So now it's like Bad Bert and us trying to like figure out how to take down this other enemy, this like other robot, like my sibling almost, you know, same design concept kind of thing. But instead of me, who has like a conscience and AI and wants to save the world, he wants to take over the world. And so that's what we're currently going through right now, is us trying to get to that guy so we can stop him before he destroys the whole world. And that's who the final boss is. So that's we got like 4 more levels. Sorry about the stream flipping out. It's very, very, very unfortunate. But, you know, first stream couldn't go perfectly smooth. You know, we had to have some weird hiccups and things throughout. Otherwise, would it really be a first stream back? Like, you can't just take a break from something for 2 years and it just, like, go perfectly, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine, like, oh god, that was not good. Like, some, like, athlete just goes on, like, a 2-year retirement and then comes back and then still, like, hasn't worked out or done anything. That's weird, but I'll take it. Alright, last 3 levels. There's a really cool, I think it's a neat shortcut. It's tough. And it's scary to hit because it's like, it's a 20-second loss. So this is the first setup for it. And then I think I'm going to be slow. Oh yeah, we can sneak through there. But I was definitely like, it would have been a little too tight for my comfort. But it would have been, but we go for it, you know. Oops, I lost like half a second by doing that jump right there, funny enough. Because you still have control of XY even after you put him into the jumper. So that little jump, while it was cute, was very unfortunate because it is a time loss. We want to go fast. That guy's killed me many, many times because I've spaced out. He is the epitome of like spacing out during a run death, because if you like, that's the other thing I find really interesting with speedrunners is like, I don't know where in my brain this is, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a whole lot of, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, there's not a whole lot of conscious thought going on right now. And it's just me playing, you know what I mean? Like, so like there's somewhere in me that like has to like overpower dumbness, or like knows what to do, especially at this point, you know what I mean? This is the final boss, so we can see in the back, these are like the power crystals that he's going to be taking over, that like help him like have this power to like take over the world. And then so what we're doing is right now is trying to destroy these crystals. And yeah, no, the art style, so some things about KO in this art style, just for your like essay. So, KO's been a pixel artist for like 30 years. He's semi well known in the like pixel artist field. And so these backgrounds, like I want to ask him like if I can get these backgrounds. So also fun fact, if you go to the Steam page, my submission video for GDQ is actually playing on the Steam page a lot of the time talking about this game. But he spent 3 years working on the backgrounds alone. It's 1.25 million pixels are in this background. Like, look at this background right now. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely incredible, super cool, and it's a very beautiful game for sure. There's a lot of love and dedication put into it. That little go back thing right there, I learned that from Radian. It has been the biggest saver of this run. That's actually a really good end. Nice. Overall, guess what? 22 minutes. That's 3 minutes under GDQ minimum, and that's with 2 disconnects. I reset my router in the middle of it, and a bunch of deaths. So I think we'll be all right. The goal is to be consistently underestimate. So we destroyed the empathy blockers at the end, and then this is the friend that Badbert created based off of us, and now we're best friends, and we saved the world. Wow. Anyways, yeah, this is Buzz. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you guys so much for everybody who's still there, for anybody who's joined, for anybody who's lurking. Thank you so much for joining me on my first stream back. I'll be live again on Tuesday. If you guys like my content, you're like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love watching Piper. You can check me out on YouTube at the Piper Shorts, or you can watch my old VODs at any time at the Piper VODs, and this will be uploaded to the VODs channel about 3 days from now to ensure I'm in compliance with Twitch's affiliate contract. I'll be live probably with just speedruns. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like speedruns is good. But yeah, so we'll do speedruns on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central European time. And but yeah, let's find somebody to raid over to, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm happy to be back. All right, let's see who's live that I follow. All right, we got Barb, GDQ. We could just raid right into GDQ. There's a few people I have in mind for sure, but let's see. Stack Up, they're my new team. We could raid over there. They're raising money for charity, and they got an anime girl. That's wild. Could raid over to Shoujo, starting soon. Get you guys over there before they start. Or raid over to Mori. Mori's done some shout outs recently. Let's raid over to Mori. Mori is another one of the moderators over at GDQ. Mori's another Super Mario World, Super Mario Maker. Mori's actually created 3 ROM hacks and is currently in the process of creating another one, and is doing some play testing for other ROM hacks, which is super cool. So copy over those raid messages for those who are still here. I have one post in chat for those that are subscribed, and those who aren't. I gotta like remember my words here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and let's find my raid button. It's been a while. That's a marker. Raid channel. Oh wow, they've really updated this. Nice. Yeah. All right. Starting raid. All right. Ready up, all. We're raiding over in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.